Doom, mm, doom, 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 doom. Don't go, doom, 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 doom. I don't know where you come from, but you're everywhere I go. I don't know why you chose me, but as long as you're here, I don't need to know. So don't go, don't leave, please stay locked into this YouTube video. Cause you are one of 17 reasons I need to get back, to get back. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, obviously, the singing is the singing, isn't it? It's just, I can't lie, for me, it's a bit of a confident booster, just like getting myself back into the rhythm of making content. So, you know what? Like, it's the singing is the singing, in it. Like, I try and do something that's a bit entertaining, something that's a bit different. You guys want to hear, like, yo, and then just hop straight into the video topic. Now, sometimes take a chill pill, relax, take a few deep breaths, and let Lyndon do his thing, let him work his magic on this camera. let me serenade you, let me put you into a state of trance. Now, obviously, my singing is not that good, honestly. But yeah, when I do want to conquer the world and when I do want to come for the chance as like a side mission, when I start to actually do the stuff I want to do, then yo, you'll see proper singing. But until now, these little singing intro skits is what you're gonna get. But yo, you used to title the video, what is going on, my beautiful people? It is your boy Lyndon back again. And what I want to talk about today is kind of that idea of kind of losing yourself. So kind of getting comfortable in the situation where you're at in life. So the big thing for me with this is that I feel like I was in a position maybe up to about a week and a half ago where I was just like, things were going really well, like, and I mean really well. Like, weight was just coming off, we're doing the right things, we're running all the time, and life was really good. But what happened is we got to a point where yo, you start seeing progress and things start getting better and opportunities present themselves and it's all good. And then you start taking your foot off the gas. Like, drinks you would have turned down, like fizz drinks you would have turned down, you start drinking them. Opportunities to eat kind of sweet fast food come up and you don't turn it down. And all of a sudden you start to feel a bit bloated, and it's like all these kind of ways you were taking risks, all these ways you would put yourself through discomfort, you stop doing it as much. And the thing is with that, I'm first thing I don't go, I don't want to let go of the person that I feel like I was becoming, and I don't want to go back to where I was. Because when back in January, if you look at my story, I started out at 165 kilos, at the worst, like literally like breath problems, body problems, like literally not feeling good at all. Just remember just being in my uni room, wasn't happy where I was living, wasn't happy with my situation, couldn't get any work done, couldn't concentrate. Exercise was like a myth, barely exercising, like barely going out for walks, stuck in my room one time. Life was peak. But since then, we've got into the gym, working, work on myself kind of immensely, kind of self improvement, self development, as through exercise, kind of mindset. We got into running and some other things, and yo, things did get a lot better. It got a lot better. But yeah, what I don't want to do is I don't want to lose myself. And I was actually reading something quite interesting earlier. It's like, yo, there's nothing wrong with losing sometimes, but a lot of people are scared to play, and I feel like that's me. Like, I was thinking about it because I was like, in this kind of past week and a half where like I've been a bit less motivated, stuff hasn't been going well, kind of going back, feeding into my vices. I was there thinking I had a lot of free time. I'm currently in between jobs, about to start a new job, which is why I'm actually uploading this video, because I know my time's going to get busier. But um, but yeah, I had a lot of free time, but I wasn't doing stuff that's productive. One of the things I actually wanted to do over the summer, and it's like I'm a bit annoyed that I haven't done it so far, is I wanted to really start chopping up my old content, start kind of making TikToks, YouTube Shorts, Reels, and start posting it. But like in my mind, And it's like, it's a poor excuse. And like when I literally deep it, I'm like, this is stupid. I was like, I don't want to have to rip all my old videos off YouTube, have them all saved in my laptop, and creating clips just for them to get like no traction. But one, that just improves you. It develops you as a person, even if like you didn't get the traction you thought you would. And two, why would it not be resourceful to have all your videos lined up, literally in a folder on your laptop, ready to go, clips ready to go. So whenever there's a good opportunity to go viral, or someone say some mad stuff and be like, "Oh, I did that 3 or 4 years ago," you actually have your voice, your content ready to go on hand. Like, how is that a detrimental thing? Like, how can you lose from doing that? And obviously there's the upside as well. If TikTok clips do go kind of busy and they do get attention, or on YouTube, whatever, it's like it just grows your brand. So why was I ever scared of losing? But sometimes we do have that situation where we get like that, and it's peak. And I've been thinking about it sometimes, and it's like I don't want to go back to where I was before. Like, bro, and I think the other thing as well is that sometimes I start celebrating. I'm like, bro, you're literally like, if there's a life bar, probably, yeah, let's just say there's a life bar. Obviously, you're never gonna get to 100%, but like, let's say you're trying to go from 1 to 100%. It's like you've loaded up like 3% of your life, and you're celebrating. It's like, bro, there's so much work. Like, compared to my kind of mindset where I think I can get to, I'm so not near the situation where I want to be. So, like, it's just celebrating at 3%, celebrating when you got debt, celebrating when you haven't got money to like give to your mum, you haven't got money to help your friends out, you've not started the business that you wanted to start, you've not been consistent on YouTube, like you're still like struggling to pay finances and get through stuff right now. It's like, why am I taking time to like fair enough celebrating like once in a while, but like, why am I taking days off? Why am I not going hard? It's like you've achieved nothing yet. You're still theoretically a loser. If someone was to look at your life from the outside and see you relaxing at 3% completion, like you've achieved none of the goals in life that you wanted to. Yes, the mindset's changed. Yes, you're starting seeing smaller people are starting to see things in you, but you're nowhere near. And in a world that's driven on results, you've not actually achieved any results. And that's one of the things I think sometimes we get lost in. Sometimes we're like, it's like, oh yes, we've made the mindset change. Oh yes, I'm ready to go. Oh yes, we've seen little results, but it's a results based business, guys. Like, and that's one of the things I've realized. It's like all good for me, and the reason why I think, and it sounds kind of bad, but obviously I think about my channel sometimes, think about the way it grows, and it's like one of the reasons why there's a good chance my channel won't grow yet, and obviously these are like kind of videos for the future, is because like the results aren't there. Like, I'm obviously talking about self-improvement, self-development, growing yourself as a man, becoming an all-rounder. It's like, but that isn't in my life yet. Like, the social proof isn't there. The Instagram followers aren't there. Like, I've not got social proof. Like, it's not like mad girls. I can't show like mad girls or anything. Like mad clout. Let's say the weight loss isn't there. Like the aesthetic body isn't there yet. So I can't be mad at people for not being able to buy into the idea of the channel. Obviously, a lot of you do. Obviously, people who watch my videos, obviously, I do have a good core kind of returning viewers, and I'm very appreciative of you. And obviously, you give my content a chance, and I'm always appreciative. But I know to kind of grow this channel to kind of the mass place it needs to go to, that I really need to improve. Like I said, I need to lead from the front, and I need to be at the forefront, because I know once I'm there, when you start to build a body, start to build the brand, you start to build the clout, people come on board a lot easier because they start to see results. Men respect results. So it's one of the things, as much as I can kind of talk a good game, until I'm actually making big results, then yeah, I know my kind of growth on this YouTube platform isn't going to be as great. So yeah, man, it's back to the grind. It's back to just being serious and just pushing through every day. And yeah, and obviously I've been saying stuff about kind of not having money and stuff, and it sounds just like one big bag of excuses, but I am changing that around. Literally, start this new job tomorrow, and literally I'll just be on it. Like, especially over the summer, I'm probably working most days, taking 1 or 2 days out to go to whatever. But it's like, this is how to change the turnaround, and this is where things will start to. It's going to get hard. We have a lot less time. But obviously, I feel like having less time, one thing it does do for you is when you have less time, is you want to work harder. If I'm at this job and I don't particularly love it, within the first 2 weeks, I'll be like, well, let's work hard. Let's put ourselves at advantage. Let's make sure that maybe I have to work this job for 3 months and I'll be in a good position to then leave rather than not work hard. And then suddenly I'm in this job for a year, like full time. So obviously, there's still other stuff I want to do. Obviously, I'm at uni. So obviously, there is uni stuff that I will need to like cover at some point. And obviously, still on top of uni work and that, it's like, if I just throw myself into it, basically, if I throw myself into like nearly a full-time role and literally scrap everything else, then like I'm wasting my time in London. So it's one of those things where it's like, yes, I'm pushing myself, but the kind of room for development, what I can do, I can start to, like I say, improve the equipment on the channel. Like I say, I can help in other ventures of my life, kind of music business, kind of say, keep on top of my gym work and just also, yeah, just being out more socially. I'm going to do more social events, be outside more. And 100% all of this is just connected to living outside my comfort zone and just cracking on, pushing towards results. Because I feel like when I was so down bad, I had to change the mindset to get going. But now the mindset's there, it's like, it's like the mindset changes, feeling better about yourself. That's all great. But let's get to the results, and now let's really start increasing that progress bar. Let's start make some tangible results. Let's say let's get to the point where I'm like, I want to make this much money. I want this to go in. I want these investments. I want to see these followers, this cloud, whatever, like these situations, go on this many dates. Like, this is where I want to get to. Like, this is, like I say, the progress bar is on like 3%, and it's like, it's great. But if you start working, you go stagnant, you can go to 2%, but we want to push on to 5, 6, 10% in the next few months. So this is really time for me now. I've seen it, I've written stuff down. I'm focused, I'm ready to go. I'm going to be working as well, so the motivation to kind of get out of that job is going to be strong because I've been used to having a lot of free time. So going back to a time I'm not going to have free time, I'm going to be up early in the morning. I literally need to be there for 10 a.m. and literally I'm here now recording YouTube videos at 1 a.m. It's like no more of these like times where like I can just nap during the day and stuff like that. Like, times are going to be busy and be more stretched, but the kind of payoff for that is going to be more money, more freedom, getting on top of my life. And yeah, it's time to be uncomfortable, boys. Like, I saw something where it's like, oh yes, relationships are the best, where like obviously the kind of male, masculine and feminine, like the polarity is when it's like when a man's fully in his masculine, wants to provide, wants to kind of give everything, well, not give everything, but he wants to like have the option of basically being able to be like, yeah, get this girl can like stay at home, look after kids, whatever. It's like, that all sounds great, but to do that, especially in this economy, you should be top 5% of men. It's something that I genuinely do like the idea. I can't lie to you, and I think it just shows something as a man when you want to aim to be that person and be kind of have that success. But like, you need to push. Like, no one's grabbing you anything. Success will be kind of a thing. I don't think success is lucky. At the same time, failure is also something. It's not lucky. Like, it's not luck. Like, you create your chances, you create your luck, you create your opportunities. So that's it right now. It's like, I've loved developing my mindset, but right now it's like I just want to get serious and I want to create some wins, some tangible wins you'll see on the channel, some big upgrades, maybe a chance to go on solo holidays, maybe to upgrade the set, maybe I end up in a studio recording these videos in the next year or so. Who knows where the channel could go, but right now it's about that grind, baby. And I don't want to fall back. I don't want to go back to bad ways. I don't want to hit bad vices. I want to keep progressing and load up that progress bar. Big tangible wins. More growth for the London Army. More growth for the family. Everyone around me hopefully will benefit from me being a better, cleaner, more happier person who will actually have like a resource and a platform others can use, who can come on and they can also speak to my audience once my audience is built up, and we can just help each other out and we can really start having some beautiful moments. But thank you so much for viewing this channel. I know through the intro, I know sometimes like I don't fully think of my plans before I hop on camera, but we do always get there in the end, and that's kind of the message I wanted to bring across. So I'm bringing this video to a close. Thank you. Don't go losing yourself. Just linking it all back in, but yeah, full circle, man. It's like, yeah, I think 100% develop the mentality first to kind of do your thing, to kind of, yeah, to kind of be like, oh yes, this life is achievable, or especially in your dark place, work on your mental health first. And then once you've kind of got the mental health in a good place, then start putting stats on the board, start making progress, start being like, how can I make it so people and even yourself, you know that you're actually doing bits. You're actually making moves in this life. So yeah, that's my little talk for today. 15 minutes, and we're out. So love you, and have a beautiful day, and all the best.